LOSING. Have music on there. I'm a singer-songwriter, artist, activist. I've dedicated my life to doing positive music and to doing positive things. It's not churchy, it's not gospel, but it's right down the middle. It's for people who want to dream. It's people who want to make good decisions. It's people who don't want to get HIV and AIDS. People who may have AIDS but want to win in their life. It's for everyone who felt like they lost and I guess wants to make a decision to take control over their life and win. So I just, encourage you. You can go on, check it out. I got 2 mixtapes. It's free.
They good. They're really
download
good.
it if you need it, or if you want it. I think it's just something good. Whatever you hear, you begin to do. And so I think it's important that we continue to hear good things. I'll tell you a quick story of a young boy who grew up in Miami, and he had another brother, and he grew up in about maybe when he turned 8, his mother and his father split up. They got divorced. His father moved to Virginia. He stayed in Miami with his mom. At about maybe 11 or 12, he decided, or he I guess decided that he was gay, so he became gay. And from that moment on, him and his dad kind of talked a little bit. He grew up, when he turned about maybe 26, 27. He was messing with the homosexual lifestyle and everything. And we all know the percentages in terms of that with AIDS and HIV. So he gets AIDS. He gets HIV when he's about 27. And so his dad then finds out when he's about maybe 30, when he's about 30, 31, and then I guess tells his dad's going to remarry, adopt some children, and then tells them that your stepbrother has HIV and AIDS. And that's my brother. He's about maybe 40, 46, 47. Before I came here, I was praying, I was like, God, what do we say, what do we say, what do we say? And I called my dad. I was like, are you disappointed? Were you angry when you found out? But were you angry that you weren't there enough? Do you feel like you weren't there enough? Or you could tell it kind of made him a little uncomfortable. Were you upset at his mother? Like, no, I wasn't upset. I just, continue to pray for him. And I think the thing that God just spoke to me about is that, we all make decisions in life.
Mm-hmm.
We all make decisions, and as I began to just think about mistakes, it wasn't that he's my brother, he's still around. It wasn't that he didn't know what was right to do, or that he didn't know the percentages, or that he didn't know it was an epidemic. It was just that he was led by his emotions. A lot of times, I have a lot of friends that I grew up with. I guess I'm talking about guys. I'm gonna talk about guys, and then we're gonna talk about. But I think it's one thing. A lot of friends who weren't gay, but then we graduated high school, all of a sudden everybody, they just became gay. I don't really know what you were. But, you know what I mean? People might have sleeping over my house, and then maybe did touch my foot that night. Maybe it wasn't you. But they grew up, and then some of them jumped in the lifestyle, and then they jumped out, and then some of them jumped in, they jumped out. And as I go back, I'm like, well, what was that? Tell me about it. And they were just like, the thing about just that homosexual lifestyle is that, they accept anybody. Now, I'm not saying, I don't have anything against them, but I can understand, as you just heard. It was like, there's something about this, I don't think I was necessarily gay, but there's something about the lifestyle, that just is intriguing. It's almost like another world. You can almost be anybody you want to be. You know what I mean? And they'll accept me. They'll love me. I can do whatever I want to do in this. You know what I'm saying? I can become a whole other person. And just ignore whatever it is that I don't like about myself. And so what I've discovered is just, I think back, and even when I think about when we got in, I did a whole show on when I was about 16, 17, and then I think about other friends and women who made decisions that they don't necessarily like now. It all goes back to emotions. Every major mistake that I've seen somebody make in life was based on an emotion. They let their emotions run them instead of their emotions. Whether it was insecurity, okay, I was little and I didn't feel this way about him, but he's saying this to me, and so this is what I feel is right. Even though I know based on the percentage that this is not good for me to do, okay, he doesn't have a condom, so maybe we can just have sex. well, he can go in wrong. I don't know if he has it, but I just want to feel good. You know, and I mean, I know a lot of women like that. You know, that just, you know, it's just emotions. And I think, you know, men are emotional as well. I think women are emotional too. Do you agree? Okay, okay. I mean, people I know, passionate. Women are emotional. That's what I'm saying. But you know, my message, if anything, I try to just get some short, straight to the point is, um, you run your emotions. You know, don't let them run you. Don't make an emotional decision that's going to satisfy you now, but then later on down the road, you're like, why did I do that? It was what my emotions told me to do. Don't stay in a relationship that you know you're not supposed to be in. All the signs are there. He's doing this. He's lying. He's cheating. He's calling me out my name, maybe, but then he apologizes. He's not respecting me. I don't know if I can really trust him. You know what I mean? And then you let him get it wrong. What? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. And now you have a baby, but what, you didn't know if he had HIV and AIDS. You didn't want to disrespect him, or did you get tested? Wait a minute. Emotions. Emotions. And we do it all the time. With schools, with relationships, with family, with money. We just make emotional decisions. And, you know, I talked to my dad, and last thing he said to me, I just think people, you know, we just think it's not going to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not going to happen to me. But why do we think we're bigger than principle? You know what I mean? I was in a seminar, and the guy he was talking about, he trains, he does what he calls it life, it's not life coaching, but it's physical, like training, but it's like life training. In other words, he approaches, I guess, physical fitness from, I guess, the holistic man. And so he was saying he trained a lot of celebrities. You know, he taught me, he worked with Amy Winehouse, all these other major celebrities. He was like, the number one thing with all celebrities that end up making mistakes, they just think they're bigger than principle. You look at Tia, bigger than principle. You look at Wayne, well, I'm bigger than principle. I can smoke this weed and nobody's gonna pull me over. I can carry these guns and nobody's gonna do this. I'm so big right now, the principle doesn't affect me. You know, but that's a sense of entitlement. And we all have a sense of entitlement in our own life. I just feel like it can't happen to me. I pray. It can't happen to me, and then it happens to you. You're not bigger than principle. You're not bigger than principle. Nobody's bigger than principle. If you make bad decisions, bad things are gonna happen. You make good decisions, good things are gonna happen. Regardless of how you feel in the moment. If it's a bad decision, it's gonna be a bad reaction. If it's a good decision, it's gonna be a good reaction. Don't make emotional decisions. Don't do it. Control your emotions. Control, and it may be hard to control. You know, heal. Heal from whatever it is that, I don't know, whatever, just heal from that. Just don't make that decision. So that's what that's the first thing. Next, I wanted to have a question and answer session about guys. Can we do that? I'm gonna close the door. Can I close the door?
Go ahead, do you, whatever. I'm just glad you're here.
Because I feel like we're supposed to have this little private meeting between me and women, and I'm just about to tell you everything about guys and women. I'm serious. It is everything. I feel like it's my job to do that. And I'm really good at it. I can almost answer any question. Almost any. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now before you ask, I'm gonna tell you this. If you don't want the answer, don't ask. Because guys are logically almost complete 180. We're completely different. So the way you may think about something, we're totally thinking something different. And if I say it to you, you may sound shallow. But it's the way I live. You know? I just want you to know, you know, going forward. All right, let's talk. Anybody got any questions?
I don't know that. Just ask them.
Okay, so sex has like in no matter who, like what friend, what different type of dynamic their relationship is, or whatever the different people. Sex in a relationship, our age, whatever, it's 20, 21, 22, whoever. It's been like a big dynamic in a relationship, and now I know, I don't know for everyone, but sometimes like sex isn't a big thing for me. So if something is going on in my life, if something is going on that I'm thinking about, stressed about, that's not a reliever. So I'm saying, so I want to get to the root of something else. I want to talk about this.
we have more honor in society and in relationships, certain things wouldn't happen. Sex, if you have sex with a guy before y'all get married, and I'm not even talking you out, bye.
Oh, Fallon, the evaluations.
You got it?
Oh, they did? Okay.
Oh, if you
Sorry.
have sex with a guy before y'all get married, and let's just take away the religious connotation. It's a very big situation. It's a very big situation because whether he'll communicate it or not, whether he communicated it or not, I know every part of it. Every part of you I know. There's nothing else I couldn't know about you. You know, I know you, and so because of that, he will never say it, but there's a level of honor that disappears. There's just a level of honor. That's why, well, maybe he used to open the door, he'll open the door no more. Maybe he never opened the door. You know, maybe when he used to call you all the time, he don't call you as much. He used to check in, he used to answer you, you used to be really, really important, right? And all of a sudden after sex, it's like, well, you know, I'm busy, I'm focused right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in college, you know, I gotta get on my grind. I gotta get on my grind. And you gotta get on your grind. You know what I mean? You gotta get on your grind, so, you know, it's not that I don't wanna talk to you. It's just right now, you know what I mean? We talked about this before we got in a relationship. I told you I wasn't necessarily ready, but that I was gonna make a sacrifice to do it. So, it's not that I wanna talk to you, it's just that, you know, I gotta get back to work. I gotta get back. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.